An NBA Finals prediction is one of the hardest things to get 100% correct, simply because of the amount of unexpected factors that play a role in every game. Whether that be unfortunate injuries, role players going on heaters, or superstars raising the bar come playoff time. But like the GOAT Jimmy High Roller, I've always wondered if making an accurate prediction using numbers and statistics is possible. So I said, why not give it a shot? When looking at the predictions for this year's playoffs, there's no question who the favorites are to win it all. SB Nation put out its yearly finals prediction poll, and it's no surprise that the Boston Celtics are stomping on the competition, with a whopping 39% chance to win the finals, with the second place Nuggets having less than half their probability. But then again, these are just fun voting polls by NBA fans around the world, and some may be voting for their favorite player or favorite team despite what they truly think. So these probabilities could possibly be different than what the data says. So let's find out. I stumbled upon an article about predicting the NBA champion through machine learning by Jake Allen Data. This article goes into incredible detail on various areas of raw data across the NBA and bundles it all up into a formula we can use to possibly predict the next NBA champions. But I know what you're thinking. Why is this formula any different than any selection of random stats put together in its own formula? Well, not only is this formula proven, it's extremely proven. It has managed to accurately predict the last 4 NBA Finals winners and 8 of the last 10 NBA champions. Essentially an 80% success rate on one of the hardest predictions to make over a 10-year sample size. So I'd say it's built up some credibility by now. According to Jake's research, the factors that are most important to playoff success are the following. The team must clinch a top 3 seed in their conference and crush the best teams in the league. The team must have one of the best players in the league who can control games or drastically change the momentum of the game. They must be supported by the odds, specifically ranked top 9 in pre-playoff odds. They must have past playoff experience. The team must play well in tightly contested games, and they must be overall generally good statistically. With these specified data correlations, predicting the NBA Finals may actually be somewhat possible. Here are the criteria ranked on the importance to playoff success according to Jake's research. Team ranking, top player in the league, backed by odds, past playoff experience, tight game performance, and statistically good. Jake clearly states in his article that these criteria are ranked in ascending order, so I'm going to start at the bottom and go up. So what teams are statistically good in general? Well, Jake defines a generally good team through 7 stats, which are offensive rebounds, field goal percentage, effective field goal percentage, free throws, total rebounds, blocks, and free throw percentage. For each of these categories, I took the top 15 teams in the league for each stat, and if the team occurred in at least 4 out of the 7 total categories, I considered them generally good statistically, according to Jake's definition. Out of the top 20 teams in the league, 10 from the West, 10 from the East, 11 teams passed this first condition and advanced to the next round. Next, can the teams remaining play well in tightly contested games, specifically games decided within 5 points or less? Out of the 11 remaining teams, 8 teams satisfied this condition by ranking in the top 15 in terms of record in games decided by 5 points or less. The third condition is whether or not the teams remaining have had past playoff success. Jake mentions in his article that the teams must have won at least 6 playoff games last postseason to be considered as having playoff success. Out of the 8 teams left, 5 teams remain. However, I would like to mention here that the Bucks were eliminated because the Heat dominated them last season, but then they did add Damian Lillard, so this could definitely be skewed. And the Thunder were eliminated because they didn't make the playoffs last season, so there was nothing to base it on. But back to the elimination. The next criteria is pre-playoff odds, specifically ranking top 9. This is really just a simple category to get past because only the Lakers were eliminated, meaning 4 teams are left. The second to last criteria is if the team has one of the best players in the league. In this category, I'm taking over myself and saying that the Knicks will be eliminated from this only because the Celtics, Nuggets, and Suns each have multiple superstar caliber players rather than just one like the Knicks. But total respect to Jalen Brunson, I just don't think he has enough backup to win the title. Now that the Celtics are the only remaining Eastern Conference team, I'm going to just advance them to the finals, and we are now left with the Nuggets and Suns. The final criteria comes down to team ranking, specifically top 3 in the conference, and the Suns don't really have a chance to clinch top 3 in the West, so the Nuggets will be advancing to the finals. So yes, my prediction using Jake's research led me to a Celtics vs Nuggets matchup in the 2024 NBA Finals. And this is such a tough decision, but given the fact that the Nuggets have won both regular season matchups, I have to give the edge to Denver as the 2024 NBA champions. By the way, all of this could be wrong and so many unexpected things could happen as I said before, but it's just fun to try to make predictions, you know? But what do you guys think? Is this finals prediction valid or did you have other teams in mind? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, let me write. I just took a